first and foremost a player. I have been playing at the club for the last 7 seasons. For the last 3 of those I've been captain in the side at Kaipara. I do a bit of coaching with the lads, but in the recent years obviously got myself involved in the committee as well. So yeah, playing, coaching on the committee, do a bit of everything really. My involvement in the last 7 years, we've won 5 limited overs T20 titles, I think about 4 one-day titles, and this year we obviously got the monkey off our back and got up and won the 2-day title for the first time in about 13 years. Not only have we had a winning sort of streak through that period, we've actually produced some guys and pushed them through to the next level of cricket, which has also been sort of one of the great successes of the club over the last sort of 7 years. We are a very, very bowling dominated side. We do need to score more runs as a team if we want to be winning everything. Figuring out how we do that for a start is probably the first thing. We've got a lot of good players. It's a case of figuring out how we're going to score runs in our conditions, and then figuring out how we score runs in others' conditions. As I say, they tend to be a lot of low and slow wickets around, certainly after Christmas. And it's guys just applying themselves a bit more. As I say, there's the talent there. It's just a case of application. The success of the Cricket World Cup in New Zealand was massive for us. Everyone I've spoken to in terms of retailers and guys within the industry of cricket, gear and whatnot, 30% increase in numbers. I think Rodney Cricket we had more than that. It's now a case of capturing those guys and keeping them in the game. Everyone can be really sort of flash in the pan. It's really interesting as we're involved now, but it's continuing that sort of involvement. It's no longer good enough for parents just to turn up for a couple of hours and watch little Jimmy play cricket. They want to have a social time as well. So, what we've introduced with Rodney Cricket this year is Friday night cricket at Kaipara Flat. So every Friday night the young kids play a bit of 8-a-side cricket. It only lasts sort of 2.5 hours, but it starts at 5:30, it's finished by 7:30, 8ish. The whole time there's a barbecue going, the bar's open, the parents can mingle up on the deck, they can watch a bit of cricket. It offers them something as well. The local competition, obviously we've got 5 teams up and going now, which has been really good. I'd like to see a few more come in. I'm trying to work on Cow Copper coming up and Mangawai and supporting those guys. So obviously we'd like to have 7 teams. But local stuff for the younger kids, yeah, definitely. As I say, the hardest part is getting parents involved and getting them to drive kids everywhere. So if we can generate enough interest in the numbers, we run stuff locally, and it mitigates that travel factor. Bigger base, filter it through, and obviously hopefully we can produce as much talent out of that group as possible and keep cricket strong.